Finnmark, there's some in Sabah, there's a few in Brunei, and there's lots in Kalimantan. Then I suppose next in line would be the Lumbawang and the Klabiet. The next one in line would be the Melanau. They used to be very beat conscious, but the Iban. But all those people, except the Melanau, all those people are found in all parts of Borneo. People use the beads for personal ornament and as status symbols. And there's actually two distinct uses of beads. One is like making a necklace of larger beads. Another one is using the tiny little beads and making like a fabric out of beads. Beadwork, we call it. And then beads were used not just for personal adornment, but also as status symbols. Well, the Orang Ulu in particular were very status conscious. For instance, only people of the upper class were allowed to wear the top-notch value beads. The lower classes weren't allowed to wear them. Well, if a low-class guy wears a high-quality bead, the spirits will punish him. If he wears a bead that's too high for him, he will get sick, he will go mad, he will get lost in the jungle, all sorts of stuff. And some beads were even considered to have magic powers. And when you talk about a bead being magic, it's probably not the right word. It's the people believe that this bead is magic. This kind of bead gives strength to your soul. That kind of bead protects your paddy. Like any kind of magic, you know that. If the person who does the magic and the person who receives the magic both believe in it, it will work. Magic starts in the mind. The bead is becoming fashion nowadays, and that's good for those people who are good at making beadworks. We don't really know how beads were worn, but even from 100-year-old records we know that the fashion has been changing, evolving and moving all the time. That's what fashion does. But the bead goes on. The trade, the interest, the culture, it changes, it switches, it goes into different routes, it goes on.
Tattoos is invisible to the gods. For the Daya, the blanket term for the Sarawak's indigenous peoples, the form of tattooing is not just for ornamentation, but also as an indication of achievements and wealth. There are many designs used. Simple circular outlines at the shoulders, chest, or wrist to elaborate motifs at the thighs. The hands and the throat hold the most important areas for the tattoos. The Bungay Terong, or eggplant flower, is the first tattoo an Iban man would receive. This tattoo marks the Iban tradition of Bajalai. A journey of knowledge and wisdom, this is the journey that an Iban man would leave their home, their longhouse, to experience the world. The Bungay Terong is located on the front of the shoulders, where the back straps lie, indicating the preparation of the man to carry the weight of his world into the passage of adulthood. This is the Tali Nyawa, the rope of life. It sits in the center of the Bungay Terong. Every tattoo that follows the Bungay Terong is alike to entries in life's diary. With every experience in his journey, a young male would commemorate it with a tattoo. These tattoos not only tell where a man has come from, but also where he has been and the experiences he has gone through. With every different location the man has been, it is marked on his skin. As with each place, there is a tattoo of a different style. These tell the story of the journeys in a man's life. Borneo's tribal tattoos not only mark physical journeys, but of spiritual ones and life's events. Is carved with a design. This marks the start of the tattooing process. Smeared with ink, it is pressed onto the skin, providing an outline for the tattoo artist to begin his work. This is a traditional method of tribal tattooing. It is a hand-tapping method. A hammer-like instrument with 2 or 3 needles protruding from its staff. Hand-tapping, historically done with bamboo sticks and needles in Borneo, is common across the Indonesian archipelago and the South Pacific. Traditionally, the dye is made from sugarcane juice, water, and soup. Tapping on the surface of the skin rhythmically, the tattoo artist moves deftly, slowly creating the desired image. While this age-old technique is still being used in Sarawak today, soot dye has been replaced with commercial tattooing ink and the bone needles by metal ones. The tattooing culture died down after the influx of Western missionaries and the rise of Christianity to the land. Some communities, however, held on to these traditions, adjusting them with the times.